Along with Germanic slaves and some other Germanic warriors who'd joined them, the Goths had formed a mighty army of around 12 to 15,000, while the Roman army was around 15 to 30,000 strong. The two sides stood negotiating. The Goths prolonged the battle to wait for more of their allies to arrive, and Rome was wary to attack due to the Goths' superior position atop a hill. During these negotiations, the Roman army was exposed to sunlight of around 40 degrees in their armour. These negotiations were cut short due to Roman cavalry positioning a bit too near to the Goths, causing the Goths to charge and attack them. The Roman cavalry retreated at once. The Roman historian Arminius stated their retreat was as cowardly as their advance was rash. At this moment the Goth allies had arrived, possibly hiding out of sight and mistaking this for the start of the battle. These allies were 10,000 cavalry consisting of Goths and Eastern nomadic Alans, also known as Huns. A third of the Roman cavalry marched at the Goth cavalry to attempt to save the fleeing, but were too late, and were now stuck in a skirmish. Seeing this sudden advantage, the Goths marched down from the hill at the Roman army that was still not fully in formation. They simply charged down the hill in a stereotypical barbarian horde. The Roman cavalry were doing a good job, pushing the Germanic cavalry back to their supplies. However, due to an unknown reason, many started to flee, possibly just losing control of their horses who were getting scared. This caused the remaining Romans to be slaughtered by the German cavalry, who came out on top. This allowed for the German cavalry to be able to charge into the Roman left flank. Many of this cavalry were also javelin throwers and were able to get in a good position behind their German allies. Many of the Romans fled, leaving only the most experienced still fighting. Even Emperor Valens' bodyguards fled, forcing him to seek safety in the middle of the battle. This led the Emperor and the top Roman warriors fighting on their own. Emperor Valens ordered his right flank to charge in and help, but they instead fled, along with the top Roman generals. Emperor Valens was either struck by a javelin here and died with the rest of the Roman forces, or was carried away to safety, only for the Germans to burn down his encampment later on, killing him. 2/3 of the Eastern Roman army had now been destroyed, and it's unknown how many of the Germans were lost. Many cite the Battle of Adrianople to be the start of the fall of Rome. Either way, it would weaken the empire significantly. Rome would never fully recover, and this defeat led to the Germanic tribes sweeping across Western Europe, shaping it significantly. Rome was unwilling and, some say, unable to deal with this threat, so allowed for the Goths to settle and become self-governing west of the Black Sea in what is now called the Balkans. Be sure to check out my other channel, History Sticks, for the complete, longer and comprehensive video.